You see, in this video, they're using a pore strip on the nose, one of those peel-off types that lift out all the gunk from your pores. It's super satisfying to watch, especially when you see all those little sebaceous filaments stuck to the strip. But I'll tell you in the next few minutes what's really happening to your pores and why it might be doing more harm than good. Okay, so let's talk about it. The skincare issue haunting bathroom mirrors everywhere, large pores that seem to appear out of nowhere. You know the feeling? You're washing your face, you lean in a little too close, and suddenly enlarged pores stare back at you. They sit there like they pay rent, and you start wondering, how do I shrink these things? Like actually shrink them. Now, let's be clear about this. The word sprink gets thrown around often, and technically you can't change pore size permanently. But here's the key. You absolutely can make your pores look smaller, and in skincare, appearance matters just as much as reality. So why do they look big in the first place? What's really causing that stretched, enlarged look on your skin? The real villain isn't the pore itself, it's what's inside it, specifically those stubborn sebaceous filaments forming deep within. These little stringy things appear when you use pore strips or squeeze your nose, a mix of oil and dead skin cells. They're completely normal, but when they build up too much, they stretch the pore like a balloon expanding under pressure. Once they're extracted, the pore looks like an empty crater, and that's exactly where the frustration and confusion begin. So here's our game plan moving forward. If we want to minimize pore appearance, we need to understand why they look big first. That knowledge will shape every ingredient and treatment we discuss next, giving you real control over how your skin appears. And yes, good news is we're absolutely going to shrink the look of those pores. So don't go anywhere, because by the end of this video, you'll have a full strategy that actually delivers real results. I'm Masayuki. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like and subscribe so we can keep hanging out more often. All right, now that we've identified the enemy, sebaceous filaments, let's zoom out and understand what we're actually dealing with here. Picture a pore like a tiny funnel stretching from the surface of your skin down into deeper supportive layers underneath. It's made of 3 components, and don't worry, I'll break it down simply so everything stays clear and easy to follow. Orifice, that's the opening you see in the mirror each day, just the visible tip of the entire pore structure. Pilosebaceous unit, this is the engine room beneath, holding your hair follicle and the oil glands producing natural sebum. Stroma, this is your support system, including collagen, elastin, and key structural proteins that give the pore firmness. Now, how your pores appear, whether tight and subtle or wide like tiny craters, depends on 3 major factors overall. Okay, my beautiful friends. The first reason is collagen support. When you're young, dense collagen keeps pores hugged tightly, but aging and sun damage weaken that support over time. The collagen hug loosens, the walls lose firmness, and the pore slackens outward, making it look wider without growing. Second reason, oil and dead skin build up. Your skin produces oil and sheds dead cells constantly, and when they mix inside a pore, they slowly stretch it wider. The more buildup that accumulates, the more the pore expands, like a clogged drain pipe struggling to stay narrow. Number 3, thicker outer skin, the stratum corneum. A thicker outer layer from buildup or dullness can cast shadows, making pores appear deeper than they truly are. This effect gets amplified dramatically under LED magnifying mirrors, the ones that never show mercy at all. So why do pores look bigger over time? Collagen breakdown happens with age and sun damage, and over time, that supportive hug around each pore slowly weakens. Oil and debris accumulation creates constant filling inside the pore, and that constant pressure leads to gradual stretching. Rosacea and certain skin conditions mean some people produce more oil or have more oil glands, like a high-output factory. A thickened skin surface traps extra buildup and can visually exaggerate depth, making every pore appear larger and deeper. The good news is, once you understand all these layers together, you can target each one with the right steps and products. And that's exactly what we're going to do next, focusing on solutions that make pores look tighter, smoother, and more refined. Step 1. Deep clean and give your skin a true factory reset before doing anything else for your pores. Now that we understand what pores are and why they look large, let's talk about how to hit reset properly. Think of this like a true factory reset for your skin because you can't build results on a clogged foundation. If your pores are filled with junk, oil, gunk, and buildup, no fancy ingredient will work the way it should. We need to begin with a clean slate, starting with a professional facial to suction out deep buildup safely. This is where estheticians shine, using water-based suction facials, often called hydrafacials, to lift debris gently. These facials use soft suction with water or serum to pull out buildup without trauma, like a skincare vacuum. And listen, those pore vacuums online look tempting, but please don't use them at home. They cause damage. They can lead to broken capillaries, bruising, and honestly, they don't remove much, so leave this to professionals. Pore strips do help, but they're harsh, so use them sparingly, not weekly, especially if you use retinol. Yes, they're satisfying to look at, but save them for once a month, maybe every 2 months at most. Your daily cleanser plays a big role in keeping pores clear and preventing that constantly clogged appearance. Here's where you can safely take control at home with simple steps that support your pore health. A salicylic acid cleanser is your go-to since it's oil-soluble and dissolves buildup deep inside the pore. Use it once or twice a day, depending on your skin's tolerance, especially around your T-zone. Oil-based cleansers also help because oil dissolves oil, even for people with oily or clogged pores. Massage an oil cleanser gently into your T-zone to loosen hardened sebum, then follow with salicylic cleanser. This double cleansing routine is surprisingly powerful and helps prep your pores for every step that follows. Remember, this deep clean step isn't daily maintenance, it's a reset to clear what's already stuck inside your pores. Once everything is cleared out, your next skincare steps can finally work the way they're supposed to. All right, so your deep clean is done, pores are finally breathing again, but pores won't stop doing their job just because we emptied them once. They produce oil naturally every day. So after cleaning them out, they will eventually fill up again over time, and that's completely normal for everyone. The key now is slowing that process down, controlling how much oil is produced, and preventing new buildup inside. That's where your daily maintenance routine steps in and keeps your pores looking smooth for as long as possible. First, we need to control oil production, since oil is usually the main thing stretching and filling your pores. Retinoids are a major help because they regulate oil, speed cell turnover, and even boost collagen at the same time. If you're new to retinol or tretinoin, start slow, stay consistent, and let the long-term results build gradually. Niacinamide is super underrated. Even at 5%, it reduces oil, calms redness, and improves overall skin texture. Green tea is also fantastic. It's soothing, antioxidant-rich, and can noticeably reduce sebum production with daily use. L-carnitine is more niche, but it helps your skin use fatty acids efficiently, meaning less excess oil floating around. And if you have sensitive or rosacea-prone skin, azelaic acid is gentle but effective for oil control and calming. Next, we need to absorb surface oil before it causes trouble, even when your skin is producing less than before. Throughout the day, oil sits on the surface, and if we don't manage it, it creeps back into pores and stretches them. This is where perlite and silica come in, and they soak up excess shine without drying or stripping your skin's moisture. You'll find these ingredients in primers or moisturizers for oily skin, giving a soft, matte finish that still feels light. And yes, you really do need a moisturizer, even if you have oily skin and it feels counterintuitive or unnecessary. When your skin feels dry, it can compensate by producing even more oil, which is the exact opposite of what you want. Choose gel-based, oil-free formulas with ingredients like niacinamide, green tea, or lightweight mattifying agents. You want hydration without heaviness, something breathable and non-greasy that supports balance instead of overload. So here's your cheat sheet. Clear the pore, control oil, absorb the excess, and hydrate without overwhelming the skin. Your skin's oil factory won't shut down, but with the right daily routine, we can keep it running on a lighter shift. All right, so we've deep cleaned, oil production is finally behaving, but there's one more layer we need to talk about. Literally, it's the outermost layer of your skin, the stratum corneum, and when that layer gets thick or dull, it ends up making everything underneath, especially your pores, look way more dramatic than it actually is. Think of your skin like a window, and if the glass is dirty, it casts shadows, looks uneven, and reflects badly. Same deal here, and that's where exfoliation comes in and why it changes the way your pores appear instantly. But we're not talking about scrubbing your face raw with apricot kernels. We're going smart with chemical exfoliants, the kind that gently dissolve buildup instead of tearing your barrier apart or creating unnecessary irritation. Let's start with a familiar friend, retinoids. These are not only oil regulators, but they increase cell turnover. Basically, they encourage your skin to shed the old rough stuff and make room for fresh new cells underneath. I like to think of it as nightly spring cleaning, and if you're starting out, use it 2 to 3 nights a week. Always follow up with moisturizer to buffet any irritation, especially during the first few weeks of use. Next up, salicylic acid. You've heard me rave about it for cleansing, but it really shines here too. It's a beta hydroxy acid, which means it's oil soluble, so it goes deep inside your pores and clears sebum. It's basically your pore's personal janitor, and the cool part is that it's also anti-inflammatory and calming. If you're looking for a solid product, the Paula's Choice 2% BHA liquid exfoliant is a cult favorite. It unclogs pores, smooths texture, and makes your skin feel clearer without being harsh, and start 2 to 3 times weekly. Then we've got glycolic acid, which is in the AHA family, and this one works more on the surface level of your skin. It gently loosens dead skin cells so they can shed off and reveal that glowy, smooth skin underneath. Bonus, glycolic acid stimulates collagen, helping with texture and long-term firmness, but sensitive skin should go slow. Now here's the most important part. Don't overdo it. More acid doesn't mean more results in skincare. 1 or 2 well-formulated exfoliants used consistently and respectfully can completely transform your skin overall. It's all about being smart and patient, and exfoliation done right might be your turning point with visible pores. All right, so at this point, you've got your cleanse down, you're keeping oil under control, and you're exfoliating smart. Love that for you, but now we need to talk about something super underrated in pore care, and that's collagen. Remember earlier when I said collagen hugs your pore? Yeah, that wasn't just me being poetic at all. That collagen and elastin support system under your skin literally holds your pores in place and keeps them tight. As we age, thanks time, that support system weakens, the hug loosens, and your pores begin to sag and stretch. It's not in your head, it's actually happening, and it can make pores look larger even when they're perfectly clean. So what do? We rebuild the hug, strengthen the structure, and help your pores stop stretching outward. Your pores go from looking like little craters to looking barely there, simply by supporting that deeper structure. Now let's talk ingredients, starting with a familiar one, and you've already heard me praise many times before. Retinoids, yes again, if retinoids had a resume, it would be stacked with oil control, exfoliation, and collagen boosting. Retinoids stimulate fibroblasts, the cells responsible for making new collagen, helping build a stronger skin foundation. When that foundation is firm, your pores start appearing smaller and tighter because the support beneath is stronger. Then we've got glycolic acid, a great exfoliant, but it also stimulates collagen production deeper in your skin. It smooths the surface and firms up the layers underneath at the same time, giving you a powerful double benefit. Now I know this part requires patience because building collagen is slow and results take months, not days. But it's one of the only long-term strategies that actually changes your skin structure, not just the surface. If you've tried everything and your pores still look huge, you've likely been treating the surface and not the structure. So don't skip this step, and if you want tighter looking pores, you must rebuild that collagen hug underneath. Give it time, stay consistent, and your skin will absolutely thank you for the deeper support you're rebuilding. All right, let's get real for a second, but you could be doing everything right with cleansing, oil control, and exfoliation. But if you're skipping sunscreen, you're basically pulling the rug out from under your own progress every single day. Here's why. When you use BHA and AHA exfoliants and you're revealing fresh new skin that's much more sensitive to sunlight, that new skin is easier to damage, so UV rays can cause dark spots, premature aging, and accelerated collagen breakdown. And remember what collagen does? It's your skin's scaffolding, keeping pores tight, skin firm, and texture smooth. So UV damage doesn't just age you, it literally unravels the support system you've worked so hard to rebuild. So what do? You protect it every single day with a broad spectrum SPF 30 or higher, no exceptions. If you've got oily or pore-prone skin, go for a gel-based or matte finish sunscreen that feels light and breathable. Bonus points if your sunscreen includes niacinamide or antioxidants, because those give extra calming and protective benefits. Sunscreen isn't just about sunburn, it's collagen insurance that protects every improvement you've made so far. Let's turn all this into a real skincare routine. All right, we've covered the why behind every step. Now let's finally put everything into real action. Because learning is great, but what you do consistently is what actually transforms your skin long term. So here's a super simple, effective routine to minimize pores, balance oil, and strengthen your barrier daily. Morning routine, set your skin up right and start your day with a gentle salicylic acid cleanser to remove excess oil and keep your pores unclogged. You can use La Roche-Posay Effaclar Gel Cleanser or CeraVe SA Cleanser. Both work beautifully and reliably. If your skin tolerates toner, a green tea option adds antioxidants and helps control shine without irritation. Try Isntree Green Tea Fresh Toner or the Innisfree Green Tea Balancing Toner for something refreshing and light. Next up is niacinamide, between 5 and 10% to balance oil and visibly reduce the look of pores. The ordinary 10% niacinamide works well, or choose Paula's Choice 5% booster for something gentler. Keep your moisturizer light, ideally gel-based, with silica or perlite to absorb excess oil throughout the day. Sunscreen is non-negotiable. Use broad-spectrum SPF 30 or higher every morning without exception. Elta MD UV Clear and La Roche-Posay Antelios Clear Skin are excellent, especially for oily or acne-prone skin. And if you're using exfoliants or retinol, sunscreen becomes absolutely essential to prevent UV-related damage. Night routine, use the same salicylic acid cleanser from the morning to stay consistent and keep your pores clear daily. If your skin likes the green tea toner, you can use it again at night for extra calming and oil control. Use niacinamide at night if you skipped it earlier, or apply it twice daily if your skin enjoys the routine. Exfoliants, rotate, don't stack. Don't use BHA, AHA, and retinol all on the same night. Rotate them to protect your barrier effectively. Night one is BHA, like Paula's Choice 2% BHA liquid, which deeply unclogs pores from the inside. Night two is retinol, which helps regulate oil, smooth texture, and support collagen rebuilding over time. Night three is AHA, or a rest night. Try the ordinary glycolic acid 7% to smooth surface roughness. Trust me, spacing your actives out makes your skin happier and delivers far better long-term results. Alternate nights, start slow with retinol and build your way up using CeraVe Resurfacing Retinol or ROC Retinol Correction. If your dermatologist prescribed tretinoin, follow their guidance closely and ease into it gradually. Finish your routine with a soothing, hydrating moisturizer to support your skin barrier overnight consistently. If you want to level up, Add Obagi Kinetin Plus Rejuvenating Serum a few nights a week for refinement. It combines niacinamide and kinetin, a powerful duo for smoothing pores, boosting glow, and improving texture. So here's the deal. You don't need to do everything all at once, because that only stresses your skin. Skincare is a marathon, not a sprint. And if you try throwing every active at your face from day one, you're just going to end up irritated, overwhelmed, and wondering why nothing's working, even though you're trying so hard. Here's what actually works. Start with skincare and build a solid routine with the basics. Cleanse, treat, moisturize, protect. Focus on oil control, gentle exfoliation, and sun protection, and stick with your routine consistently for 8 to 12 weeks. Once you hit a plateau, meaning your progress slows down, that's when you can safely consider taking the next step. If your pores still feel stubborn, consider leveling up with prescription topicals or in-office procedures like microneedling or fractional lasers. Always maintain with sunscreen, because no matter how far you go, UV damage will undo everything if you're not protecting your skin. It's a step-by-step process, and even though it takes patience, the results you get in the long run are totally worth it.